Hey, Mom. We have made it to the end of another week. And in less than 12 hours, in less than 1 hour, it will be Mother's Day. So I said, well, should I do like a pre-Mother's Day type thing for you, presentation idea? And so I thought about this theme, or yeah, I guess you call it a theme, for like a poem. And then I said, well, I'm gonna try to make it even more organic and do it just in the moment talking to you right now. So I have bits and pieces. Hopefully they all come together and hopefully I remember them all. I just forgot one part. Let me see. This is why I should probably write things down. There was something I wanted to say in it. Well, if it comes back to me, I'll try to remember it then. But basically, I'll just I don't know what I would title it just yet. So I'm just gonna let the words flow, and wherever it may rhyme, it may not. Some things may just be, it's just an organic poem. So I guess I'll start out with this. My greatest motivation, all I need for inspiration, without hesitation. But yet still, you bring out all my patience. Because it turns my birthday just now to the 11th. This is the part I kind of forgot a little bit, but I'll try to do the best I can. They call me Sealy because I'm not groomed. But the truth is, oh, my mom's coming in here. Oh no. Hey, Bob. My boys lost really bad today. I did eat it. That's how I was left. I didn't eat the mashed potato. Abby? My legs are like that. Because they be arguing on that. Like Maury Povich. Just kidding. How about this? I didn't show you. I'm playing. Alright, let me see. Let me see. I'm sorry, but this is not what I had planned. That was a commercial for something else. Again, let's see. Call me Sealy because I wear my hair differently. But I'm doing a video trying to find this at the same time. There we go. Call me silly for the way I do my hair. I'm trying to record a video. You wanna watch? This isn't her yet. She hasn't started this yet. It's the end of the previous show.
President Adam Frank, I'm glad you were here to share this with us. To go through. I'm so sorry. No, it's okay. That's what
they're gonna have to start tonight.
The news continues right here on
No, she's coming on now.
Tonight, wipe off the map. Virginia deals a blow to Democrats retaliating against Donald Trump's redistricting moves in a consequential twist. Plus,
the golden age is upon us. The Trump policies are working.
Despite 81% feeling economic pain, is the new jobs report reason for optimism? Also,
I'll be right back. Didn't really go the way I didn't really go the way I planned it. Okay, let's try this again. And because I love you, I'm not gonna start over. Because I told you, whatever happens, happens. It is what it is. So, okay, so where was I? Okay, call me silly for the way I have my hair. But the truth of the matter is, I'd rather be there for you and show you how much I care than be worried about what I wear or how I'm dressed. Because I feel so blessed to be grateful. I feel so blessed to be to be one second, the TV's distracted. Sorry, but okay, that's a little bit better. If I can, I'll stay over here. Actually, I'll sit in the corner. Call me silly for the way I wear my. I might change that. Let me see. Call me silly for the way I wear my. They call me silly for the way I wear my hair. But I don't care as long as you know that I love you and want you to see me and feel me. Because I'd rather be there for you and show you how much I care than be distracted by appearances. Even the only person I'll let, the only person that causes interferences in between us is my mom from her I'm trying to include my mom because it's like Mother's Day, so I kind of want to include her a little bit in the poem too. I'm trying to figure out how to use her energy. Grateful that I have the grounding and not just under me. It provides stability emotionally to someone that gets lost in emotion so easily. You assure me that I don't have to worry about anything spiritually. And I'm grateful for the fact that you don't want me to change. I'm grateful for the fact that 20 years later we're still the same. I'm grateful for all that we've been through. I'm grateful that since the beginning, it's always been you for me and me for you. So if I had to say what I'm most grateful for on this day, pre-Mother's Day, I'd say I'm grateful to have an amazing best friend. I'm grateful to share my love with such a special woman. I'm grateful for the fact that it feels like we're in bliss, just like how we began really. I said it wrong in terms of the tense, but I try to make it rhyme. In terms of how we began, I'll say it like that. And I know that I wouldn't be half as happy more than just this poem. You're all I need to be. To be grateful, to be appreciative, and I just hope you know how much I respect you, how much I never meant to test you, how much I'll never neglect you, and how much should she add the naughty part now? um, I'll bite my lip and keep it clean. So, and when we look back on it, I'll be like, oh, I didn't go there this day. um, I'll I guess I'll end the poem on that note just to make it funny. I could have. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and I took the path most have chosen because I would have said something else and veered off the path, but I'm gonna let it be. So yeah, that is your poem with that ending at the end of it. So it's not Toni Morrison. It's not, actually she's not a poet. It's not Nikki Giovanni. It's not you know, anything in particular. In terms of Nobel Prize or I'm not like I mentioned, not a Toni Morrison like that, but or Maya Angelou. But it's just something I thought about, especially because my hair is always so terrible. So it really started out with the whole Sylvie bit, and I was gonna make like a whole song and everything. But then just thinking about it, there were certain parts I wanted to remember, but I kind of got a little bit close to them, but I couldn't really put my finger on it because when I thought of it earlier today, I was like, okay, I'll remember it by the time I do the video, and of course I didn't have it because I'm tired. And then for other reasons, but it is what it is. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I look forward to sharing more with you tomorrow. Just an FYI, I might be back home late. We're going to my brother's tomorrow, so I don't know. I think, matter of fact, it may be pretty. I think it's probably gonna be pretty late. Excuse me, because we're picking up the little ones and my sister-in-law tomorrow. So yeah, not sure what time we'll be back. I know we have to pick them up at 3, and then we're gonna have, I think, Mother's Day dinner together. And so most likely we won't be back home until about probably the earliest 10:30, something like that. So I do have everything in mind in terms of what I would like to give you, and I have how do I put it? Different materials. I think this will be your last riddle. Actually, I might do 2 because I know your favorite number is 4. So, let's see. So the first one was about compilations and compositions. The next one was about Be Loved, and Because I Love You, Because I Love You, Because I Love You, Love, like Elmer Fudge, Elmer Fudge. What is Elmer Fudge was a trip. One of them cartoons where I'm sorry, that was just random, but it's just that's what it sounded like when I had my lip like that. Oh, what are you doing? Okay, I'm sorry. out. um, today's I did two. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna try to talk about each one. So the past two have been actually I'll do it that way. So the past two have been about the one surprise I have for you. The next two are gonna be for the second one. So I'll give this clue first. I am never organized. And literally, this is why it takes so long for me to have videos that last. That's why all my videos, I'm pointing at the screen. All my videos are so long because I never have anything prepared ahead of time. I just kind of waltzed into the atmosphere, and like, you know what, you know, it's not even like a certain particular time of day. It's just like whenever, you know, I'm like, you know what, okay, let's do a video right now. Okay, let's do a video right now. Let's do a video right now. You know, or so anytime 7 and after is up for grab. Is what's the word? An option. I'll put it that way. And it's fair game. That's what I'm trying to say. And yeah, I have a rough idea a certain time, like I mentioned to you just today about the poem, and how that just came to me. But that wasn't. I did so bad just now because I'm I'm tired, so I couldn't remember the good parts I wanted to add. So there was, and so you know that wasn't very good, but that's just an example of you know how I am. So I know I know you probably can't be pleased with it because at least you don't know. There's no set time for me to actually have a video. I kind of that yes that is the correct answer actually. Um, as I refer to myself in third person. Um, uh, like I mentioned, it's anytime after 7, but it's never like before. It was like, okay, we're gonna stick to around 7:30. They'll last it for about a week. Excuse me, my arm just made that noise. I'll show you. That was my arm on the armrest. Sorry. That was what that noise. Sorry. I just don't want you to think that was me. That wasn't me. That was my arm scraping on the armrest. Okay, sorry. Anyway, um, there's a couple things. The other thing I want to mention too, really quickly, and then I'll get back to. Hopefully, I'll remember what I was saying a second ago. I wanted to clarify. Well, let me see. Let me take my time. Okay, I'll come back to that part. What I was trying to say is, you know, sometimes I'll try to have it earlier, and then I can't. Like it's not that I can't. Something I just don't. It is I can't. It is I don't. It's I don't. Not I can't. I don't stick with it, and then I'm back to 10 o'clock, and sometimes later than that. I'm here. So.
Actually, take her to the bed so you say tomorrow today. A video like you making no money.
What I just got just now was Ashley, take your butt to bed. Why you still up? You know you ain't making no money off that. She gave me this Taurus side eye. She did. Taurus, that's the Taurus side eye. I'm judging you right now. I left the door open. It's all loud. Listen to Abby Phillip commercial. Oh goodness. Anyway, anyway. This is why I had the door closed, so you not to hear all the commercials and all the sound. I open the door and just left it just like that. Right there. Right there. The French door. Left the French door open and everything anyway. And if I go to close it, she gonna have something to say. Watch this part. Oh. I'm gonna mess with her. Give me 1 second. See if she might be in a good mood. She might not be in a good mood once I say something. Let me see. Let me see if I say something. She gets upset. All right, I gotta use the internet. I gotta use your computer to get the internet. I gotta use your computer to get the internet.
I was tired of sitting on the sideline. Now, thanks to Joint Tibia, I'm back in the swing of things.
Mom said. She didn't answer me. She know I was playing with her. She got her cake. She got her chocolate cake that I got her yesterday for Mother's Day for dessert with my brother. She got it, crossed her legs like this, and looked at me like this. I know them eyes, and the eyes said, "Go back and sit down before I embarrass you on your phone." So I said, "Let me just go back and sit down." I closed the door back. You can't see it. It's closed back down. But what I did want to clarify was I do have a tendency to not be organized whatsoever. Everything is, very few things are planned unless there are multiple parties involved. Excuse me. Excuse me. Sorry. But if it's me on my own, fly by the seat of my pants all the time. And I think that's part of the reason why I guess it's a little bit exciting. It's like, what am I gonna remember? What can I tell you about today? No, honestly, I don't even think about it though. When it's time for me to talk to you, I just get the phone and start talking. I don't think about, I never plan anything. I just, I tell you what my day is. I'm sorry for, I don't know why I keep holding the phone like that. Sorry. But yeah, so it's been very few times, unless I'm doing something that I know ahead of time, like questions or certain certain ideas I want to share with you, or certain certain surprises. Like obviously those things are, or special dates like birthdays or occasions like this, Mother's Day. We're all planning ahead of time. But other than that, nope. I'd rather be as organic as I am. And And that's why that's part of one of the rhymes I had about the whole Celie thing. I'd rather you know me, is what I was trying to say. I'd rather you know me as Celie than look like something else and that not be who I really am. And so I know people put so much pressure on you to, I mean, it's so, it's a lot of pressure. I can imagine in your world, to have to be the, what people perceive you as in terms of, everything, in terms of your personality, in terms of what you like, in terms of what your boundaries are, anything, all those things, but the truth of the matter is that you're very fluid, flexible, versatile, mutable, like your sign, and I think people underestimate how much depth you have. Well, people think they know, but I think it's even more than they think, is what I'm trying to say. Because every time you do something, it's always, it's jaw dropping. It's history book making. It's legacy making. It's icon making. It's the moment, and but thankfully you take it very gracefully, and you don't make you don't make a big deal out of it in terms of what you do. You just are what you are, and that's enough. And you just let your natural creativity and intuition and your feminine spirit, and yet it's confidence too, grow. I'm sorry, I saw my mom do something. So I thought my mom was doing something, but yeah, but it's just what you are and how you are, and I love you for that. And I'm grateful for the fact that you feel as comfortable with me as you do, because that makes me want to let my guard down too. I know it's difficult for you because you have to do it from that, whereas I can be like this and use my mouth. So I know it's not easy. I was gonna end the video on 3 just now, but I said no, because this is an important part. And I don't want you to think that I'm like getting really hung up in doing angel numbers. I like angel numbers, but they haven't been nice to me. They haven't been working with me very well. Every time I try to do one, it's 1 second after. So it was funny. The other day I had what was it? I did one of them right. The one after that was like, oh yeah, the one that was supposed to be our birthdays, our birth ages. It was supposed to be 40 and then 44, and it ended on 40 and 45, and I was so upset. I looked at it, and then, as a matter of fact, that's why I left that emoji, that avatar, that thumbnail for that video up the way I was looking like. Because when I saw it this morning, once I saw that it was it had uploaded overnight while I was sleeping, and then when I woke up the next morning, I saw that it was 40 minutes and 45 seconds, and then I was making that face like that, and said that I tried to end it on the on our numbers, and so I thought that was a funny thumbnail, so I left it. Since that's what the computer shows, I was like, that's fine. That's pretty much appropriate for what I thought after it didn't want to do what I told it to do. So just a little background on that. But Sorry to get back to what we were saying now. But that's been, like I mentioned yesterday, that's been the greatest part about our relationship is the fact that you feel comfortable enough to um, open up around me and not feel like you have to, you know, be afraid. And it teaches me not to, too. So I think it's good we do that for each other and we talk and communicate and or have honesty, are honest to each other and just have um, open communication. And if there's things that, I feel in my heart to say, I say them. And what I mean by that is, just similar to the conversation we had yesterday about your next project. And I did want to say something about that. I don't want you to think that, I don't want to dwell on that. All I want to say is, I know you are very much aware of the climate and the sensitivity to the political environment right now. And, I saw that in terms of how your last tour was and how you had the intermission for that, the interlude. I was talking about well, before America's Got a Problem. Has a problem. I said got a problem. AHAP. So, and, look at James Brown. My arm is slipping so bad. Sorry. It's I'm so sorry. It's just my arm. I can't do anything about that. It does it random times. My arm will be comfortable and then it'll slide and then it makes all that noise. Okay, sorry. Like I was trying to say, you have your James Brown, I'm Black and I'm Proud. You have your Aretha Franklin, Black, Young, Gifted, and Black. You have your Michaels. Michael had a bunch of them, so you can just go through the catalog. Prince had his, and you have other artists that ended up moving. So I don't want you to think I just want you to know that I get it, and I get where you would like to do what you would like to do with your next project. But it just, like I mentioned to you yesterday, it wouldn't be me if I didn't feel, if I felt if I felt this and didn't say anything. So I just want you to know I'm on your side. And I went to a presentation today on some things that were in the works for Amazon, and with their AWS AI data centers, and they're thinking about putting them in my county. And so they were. I'm not sure if they're going to do it now because there was such a backlash, my mom said. But yeah, so it's like it's going on. There's no hiding it really, and it's people arguing on a happy show. It's so loud. I'll leave you. No, I you know what? Yeah, I don't feel like going there. I was gonna say, Abby show is funny. That's all I gotta say about Abby. It's a funny show. Abby is such a nice person. And these people be talking. They be talking over Abby. They don't let Abby finish. And it's Abby's show. Abby's so nice. She just lets them go. And eventually they finally stop, or they'll just keep going. And then she'll have to stop. God bless Abby. She is like a whole nother. She is like the how would you describe her? A rare, a rare. I don't even know. I just say she's rare because Lord knows as Black women.
You know how you roll till tomorrow morning.
Okay.
You keep saying you do that for about an hour. I'm gonna have to say, get a grip on your time, because otherwise, I'm not waking up, I'm moving.
I know. All right, beloved. Well, I have to get going. Get going now. I'll leave you with this. One of my favorite things to see. One of my favorite things to see if I do watch Abby with my mom is Abby has this facial expression. And beloved, I do want, just please know that I support you in what you're doing with your music. Please don't think I'm not. I just, you know me, I got you regardless. I just want you to know I felt I had to say that. It's okay. So that's all I wanted to say about that. But also, I'll leave you with this. I remember sometimes I laugh a lot when the show is on. I do take what they're talking about seriously, but like sometimes it'd be like, it's funny. So not in terms of the topics, but in terms of the dialogue. And so one time, like a couple times, Abby may be talking to a Republican strategist. And she'll ask him a question, and then they'll have a rebuttal that is not true. And Abby will hit his face like this. Let's see, hopefully I can get it. See. So I'll pretend you're the one that's saying it, right? So she'll look at him like this. And she'll look at her notes. And she'll look at you like, man, what do you have to say about that, Matt? Oh, what's his name? Chris Matthews. What do you have to say about that, Chris Matthews? And so and so and so and so and so. And she'll be like, it is real subtle, but when she does it, it's so funny because, like, you know what she's thinking, but she can't say certain things. And then after a while, she'll try to say something back, and then Chris will they'll go back and forth, or other people on the panel will help her out. I like her. I like what's the other girl, lady? Oh, what's her name? She's a Spanish. Oh man, I can't think of her name, but there's a Spanish Democratic strategist, I think, and Jabari Black, I think, and Van, and there's one more. Oh, what's her name? Begins with a T. Jamil Hill is the other one I like on the show sometimes when they come. All right, well, beloved, I gotta get going. I hope sometime we can watch Abby Phillip, and I'll tell you what day I'll watch it, and then we can talk about it. All right, beloved. If you want, I can end this video on 4440. Let's get going, because Mom's gonna see me and she's gonna cuss me out. So let's actually turn off the light. I like to turn off the lights with you. Yeah.